It says I'm live. I have been sitting here for probably 10 minutes debating whether or not I should go live or not. It has been a long, long time since I've done this. And I have my reasons. But we've just gotten so many beautiful pictures lately. I decided that I'm going to share them with you. And I'm going to do it this way because it's just easier to just do it this way than to do a pre-recorded thingamajiggy and then upload it or edit it and then upload. I don't want to deal with it. So if you show up, if you come in here, keep the chat kind. But if you come in here, just know that I am going to share some pictures and I didn't give any notice. And I'm just me and my brain, I've got a special brain and it thinks kind of differently and it goes about things differently. And I just thought, well, I'm just going to do this. So I've been sitting here preparing to do this live for probably 20 minutes, and 10 of them has just been contemplating whether or not I should. So, hello. The bipolar astrophotographer is right here. It has been months. I didn't even look on YouTube to see how long it's been. It was definitely before the holiday season. A lot has happened. A lot has gone on. I really hope you can hear me. I mean, I did all the testing with my mic. I hope you can hear this. In fact, I'm going to pull YouTube up on my phone and see if this can even be heard, because I don't have anybody in my chat and I don't want to keep going if it can't be heard. But I'm going to pretend like you can still hear me, and we're just going to go from there. Turning my phone back on. I had it off so it wouldn't interrupt. But I'm going to share 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 photos that we've gotten probably since November, I would guess. Let's go to YouTube and see if it shows that I'm live. It's still loading. I'm trying to go too fast. I'm trying to do things too quickly. Let's just go to my account here. Let's see. Okay, got it. Let's see, live. Oh, it's there. Here it is. Okay, good stuff. Oh, here it is. Well, if I ever those. Whoa, gotta get that away. Okay, so if I ever get enough of a following, I'll deal with the moderator thing then. So let's just start. I went back through my photos on a different computer, so I'm going to be looking over here to tell you how much time was spent on these images, each of them. So we're going to start from the one furthest back, which looks like we got it around. Oh, well, I guess that's not terrible. January 24th. I thought that this was back before Christmas and everything, but this was January 24th. Didn't realize. So January 24th, this is an awesome, awesome picture. So we started using my husband's smaller telescope. It's a William Optics GT71 with a 0.8 reducer on it. And that makes it a 336 millimeter focal length. So with that, we were able to get this beauty. Nope, not that one. That's the wrong one. That's the one I want. So this is obviously the Horsehead and the Flame plus the Orion Nebula all in one shot. That's what I love about this little telescope, is this field of view that you can get with it. And oh my gosh, this is one of my very favorite pictures I've ever taken in my life. I love how this turned out. This doesn't always show up on YouTube, how it looks on my photos on my computer. I don't know why. YouTube likes to make red more orange. So if you can imagine all of the orange that you see in this, the native picture is a lot more red, hydrogen alpha red on this. So this one was very, very cool. This ended up being 7 hours on the nose. We shot this. So it was 84 300-second light exposures, and then 40 flats, 40 dark flats, and 1 300-second master flat. So we did 7 hours on this. I would love to double that on this picture. I'd love to add 7 more and make it a 14er at the very least. How beautiful. I'm sorry, but how beautiful is this photo? I am so in love with how this turned out. Seriously. So the next one we're going to go to, this one looks so much better on my computer than it does on social media, and I don't know how to really mess with it. I mean, I did for Facebook sharing, but I don't know how it's going to look on here, so I hope it looks okay. So the next one I'm going to show y'all is the Needle Galaxy. I hope that looks good to you because it looks fantastic to me. Is this the right picture? Did I January 31st? Hold on, let me double check this and make sure that that's actually the right picture because it's rotated differently. Oh shoot, it's rotated differently. I needed to turn this back off. Let's see, pictures, Needle Galaxy. Well, let's see. Desktop, Astro Edits, Needle Galaxy, 2026. Oh wait, that's Astro Sets. I'm sorry, guys. Astro Edits, Needle Galaxy. Yeah, this is it. That's the right one. That is the right one. Alrighty. Okie doke. So this one, we got on the 17th of January, but yeah, I'm a little bit. Oh, you know what I did? I think I rotated it for my phone. It doesn't matter. That's all right. That's all right. I should have double checked this. Let me open this picture. I want to see. Now this is it. It looks much better on my computer so far than what I can tell on the video on YouTube. So it is clear. It's much clearer than what this looks to be showing, but that's all right. No big deal. This is 9 hours and 15 minutes on this one. This is with my telescope, my William Optics 103 refractor. So 95, 127. Well, I that's what it was. I combined earlier data. So the data that I combined with this was not only from January, it was also from, one second. I've got this really well organized now. So I stacked this with data from April of 2024. So it ended up being a stack of 95, 122nd lights. Oh, and I used my oxygen filter on that one. And then the previous data was 73, 300-second lights with no filter. So this is the outcome of the Needle Galaxy with all of that data on it. I'm very, very proud of it. Let's keep scrolling and see what's next here. What's the next picture? I'm just looking at Facebook, the order that I posted them in, and then on Facebook I've said everything that everything is. This one is pretty cool. This one is the rosette. I love the rosette. I've shot the rosette for years. This one is great. But I got a new oxygen sulfur filter for Christmas, and so I did just some of it, like gathered some data just with it, and then I stacked it with some previous data and this and that. So this one, let's see. What is this one? This one is, okay, this is a stack of previous data with, I don't know, my camera got a little crooked on me there. Sorry, guys. I don't know what filter I was using because it was probably like 4 years ago and I have no idea. But I did stack it. So that's 300, that's 104 302nd images of, I'm not sure if I even had a filter. Chances are I had my my L Pro light pollution filter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I remember you. I do remember you. We met on the beach in Destin. It was almost a year ago. My mom and I went to Destin. You were the chair guy. Oh my gosh. I have not been on YouTube in quite some time. So good chance to catch me here. Thank you so much for the compliment on the pictures. We've gotten a lot lately, so I wanted to share. So good to see you. Is your name John? I know that's what your handle says, but I cannot remember your name. So good to see you. That is really funny. Small world. So this one, I did stack 104 300-second lights, and like I said, I had my L Pro light pollution camera on, or light pollution filter on my camera. I'm just sure about that. But then just recently I added 87 300-second lights with just my oxygen and sulfur filter. And that ended up blending with this stack to show you a little bit of both. So you can see the outer edge is a lot more deeper, brilliant reds, and the inner core of the Rosette Nebula has this almost like bluish white to it. And so the more oxygen that I add, the bluer it's going to get. But because of this, so you can kind of see it in this image, I want to show you what just the the stack of the oxygen sulfur data does to this target. And I rotated it 180 degrees because what's cool about the Rosette Nebula is this way, it's the rosette, but rotated 180 degrees on its orientation makes it the flaming skull. And once you see it, you kind of can't unsee it. You know what I mean? And so this is the flaming skull, aka the rosette, if you flip it. But this is just with my oxygen and sulfur. This is just the stack of 87 300-second lights with just that filter on it. And I loved how this turned out. This one, I really dimmed the stars down so you could see the structure of it really good. And the blue and red, I just adore in this. So I think the more I gather on this, the bluer this inner core of the Rosette's flaming skull is going to become. So that is where we stand with that. But this one, let's see. With this picture that I'm showing you right now, it's 5 minutes shy of 16 hours total data that I did. So I crossed over years and stacked data from previous sessions to get this one. All righty. So while sit there and be kind of goofy, I'll take it on me. I'm going to run up to this one is very cool. This is the very first time I've ever aimed excuse me, at this target. And this is again with my husband's smaller scope, the one with the flattener reducer on it that makes it a 336 millimeter focal length. And this is the Christmas tree cluster. And oops, double clicked. I love this what was this? 4 hours and 40 minutes of time we spent on this. We did 28 600-second lights. He wanted to do 10-minute exposures, so that's what we did on this one. We did 28 10-minute exposures on this, and it had the reducer on it, of course, but it also had the L Extreme filters. So the L Extreme is really going to pull out the hydrogen alpha, and that's why the red turned out so good. But for just like under 5 hours of shooting, I was so thrilled with the Christmas tree cluster. I cannot wait to get more on that. So that'll have to wait until later this year or next year, whatever. But I was just so absolutely thrilled with that. Let's see here. I might show you this one. I don't know. I didn't pre-tee it up, so I don't know if I can or not. But it's just a shot of the moon. I never really shot the moon through my telescope before, and I wanted to give it a shot, and it turned out so beautiful. So at the end, I'll see if I can remember to try and show you that. That's so fun that you came in on the comment section. Okay. This one, I've aimed at this before, but this is one that is truly hard for me to really gather the right kind of stuff, like the right kind of data to pull out the right detail in it. So I think a lot more hours on it would really do more for it. But this is Bode's and Cigar Galaxy. Very common, it's a very notable target. A lot of people go for it. So let's see. This one we did just under 11 hours, 10 hours and 55 minutes of data of this guy. And it ended up being, so I know I shot it kind of on 2 separate nights, but it ended up being a total of 131 300-second lights for this. So I did 5-minute exposures. I was able to really get some better detail off of this. I hope this looks better on YouTube than it looks on StreamYard because it does not look good. So I apologize. There's nothing I can do. I don't know how to go around that. Okay, this one was one of my more recent ones. This is like the second to last image that I'm going to show you, actually. And this one turned out very, very good. I'm very pleased with this. This was actually with my husband's GT71 as well, but I cropped it. I was able to get this and the Monkey Head Nebula all in one shot, but it didn't. I don't know if we had light pollution or something going on, but in the bottom left corner, it was just kind of washed out and I didn't like how it looked. So I ended up cropping it to show the two off separately. So this is the Jellyfish Nebula and then the Monkey Head I cropped separately. But considering how much I cropped in on this, I was able to pull out a lot of details. So I was very, very thrilled with that. This ended up being, so this is like basically the first time shooting this target with this telescope. So let's see. 4 hours on the nose is what this was. 4 hours on the nose, 24 600-second lights. Again, my husband wanted to do 10 minutes. We went with 10 minutes. I can't wait to add more to this one. I would love to sharpen the the dark structure part of it. Like, I would like it to be sharper and a little bit of a cleaner image. I hope it looks good to you here, but I've got like a standard, and I'm trying to reach that standard. And anyway, so yeah, the I'd like for it to be a little bit clearer, but for 4 hours, I thought it turned out pretty dang incredible. So then, of course, the last one that I did, and I uploaded a different version of this to Facebook, but because I really do like you can tell the jellyfish is more of a portrait orientation, and the rotation, if you do it like more of a landscape, it works better in StreamYard. Strangest, craziest thing you've ever seen or captured in the sky. What's the Thank you, by the way. Lots of fun, lots of work, but thank you. Um, the strangest, craziest thing you've seen or captured in the sky, believe it or not, is a total solar eclipse. If you are in the path, the middle path, direct path of a total solar eclipse, that is the weirdest, coolest thing I have ever witnessed in my life. I cried at the 2017 eclipse because we had such a beautiful, it was crystal clear. A couple years ago when we went down to Texas for the other solar eclipse, it was cloudy. You couldn't really see it all that well. We still got to see it, but the one in Casper, Wyoming in 2017, I'll never forget, it was the day after my birthday. And I was just awestruck. It was so bizarre to me. It is hard to explain. It was so bizarre. It was the weirdest feeling to stand in the shadow of the moon. And I fell in love with that moment in time. I fell in love with that moment in time. It was the coolest thing. So, yeah, absolutely. Great question. Thank you for asking. But as far as like night sky stuff, when the comet Neowise came around, gosh, I don't remember what year that was. It's been a while. It's been at least 5 years. It was probably 7 or 8 years ago. But when Comet Neowise came around, I remember staying up all night because we were living in a different area, and so we had a view of it's kind of like the northeastern sky. So we always got, we had a beautiful horizon view of the moon rises, of rainbows, of the sunrise, of all of it. It was all like right there. And we don't have that view anymore. But I remember staying up all night. This was before we had our telescopes. And I remember staying up all night because it was going to rise with the sun. And I am not a morning person. I'm more of a morning person now than I used to be, but I was not back then. And I remember waiting for Neowise. And when I could see it with my naked eye before sunrise, I was shocked. I was totally shocked. And I just got pictures of it with my camera, my Nikon camera, and my big, what is the range on it? A 150 to 600 millimeter lens. But I had a small tracking mount. And so I used my tracking mount so it would track it. And I got some beautiful pictures of Neowise. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. So I would consider that more of a night target just because it has to be darker to see it. But yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on the night sky stuff though, because the weirdest, strangest, craziest thing, whatever, in the night sky, I can't really think of one. It's not like I've seen any like anomalies or UFOs. I thought I discovered some galaxies before, and then I looked on my astro software and discovered that they were already named. So that just made me feel like a loser. But okay, on to the last picture real quick, and then I'm going to take off. But this has been awesome. So I like the one that I uploaded to Facebook too, but I like this edited as well. I like them both. I'm probably going to post this one to Facebook. So I'll go ahead and show you the one that I kind of like a little better. I'd like to maybe mess with it, but this is actually the Monkey Head Nebula, and the orientation of this one, the reason that it has its name like that is because the monkey head, if you were to tilt this one 90 degrees clockwise, you would see it kind of looks, in my opinion, maybe like a baboon or something, like the profile of a monkey's head. And this is the picture that I got in the same shot with the jellyfish nebula, but I cropped them individually so I could edit them individually. And while I've got you, I can pull up. Let me see if I can pull it up. So this is the one that I put on Facebook. If you give me a minute, I think I can bring it in here on StreamYard and you can see what I'm talking about. But just give me a second. I can show you my other picture of it. So if I open it here, and I go to well, here, let's do this. Let's first of all, let's minimize this out of the way. Let's remove that. Okay. If I go over here and I go to my desktop edits, monkey head, this one, and then that one I added noise to. Wait a minute. I added noise to that one because that was the only way it looked okay on Facebook. Let me go with the one that doesn't have noise, this one. Okay, and then if I export it, this one you can really see the shape of. So it's worth the wait. If you want to wait just a couple of minutes, it's worth the wait because you can actually see where it gets its name. Export as JPEG export. We're gonna throw it. Yeah, I don't know why, but StreamYard only likes JPEGs. So there's that whole thing. Let's see if I get rid of this and then I add it here, image file. Oh, I got this. Look at me go. For how long I've been away, you'd think I wouldn't know what I'm doing, but I got it. Okay, so here's the first one I was just showing you of the monkey head. And I like this one too, but I kind of want to mess with it more. I think I can clear it up a little bit. But if you rotate this one clockwise 90 degrees, and this is my other edit, I just kind of liked the orange and blue in this one because I was kind of messing with some things, but I like them both. But this one, you can see where the monkey head really gets its name more from, because like that top kind of, like if you think of it like the nose is pointing down and to the left. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at my picture. So if you think of it as like the head is tilted down and looking towards the bottom left of the photo, you can see kind of the ridge of the forehead, the shape of the top of the head into the back of the head. And if you look really closely, I think if I got more data on it, it would kind of bring out his nose and mouth area, which that's where I thought it kind of looked like a baboon. But anyways, so these are the pictures that we've collected over, I thought it'd been months, but I guess we've collected so many in such a short amount of time that it just feels like longer. And now we're getting to galaxy season, and it is time to switch out the telescopes and put the larger telescopes out there so we can go deeper in to get some galaxies. And I'm really, really eager. I've never used the 8-inch telescope with my astro camera, with my mount, or in my dome. So I think I'm going to get some fun pictures. I'm putting the 8-inch out there this year. My husband's going to do the 10-inch, and we are going to try and get some galaxies here for the next couple of months. I have family coming in next week, so it won't be next week. And then, it's all weather dependent. And if we can get these scopes up and going, and then, of course, if we can have some clear moonless nights, that would be fantastic. So just keep an eye out. But I may accumulate some pictures so I can do a dump like this on YouTube rather than get on here as often as I was before. This is just a fun way to do it, to just kind of share everything we've gotten, over the last couple of months. And I have really fallen back in love with processing these pictures, with adding more data, with trying new filters, with changing up exposures. I've really gotten back into it. I'm really, really loving it. So I wanted to get onto YouTube and share it with y'all. And, I don't have a big, obviously, I had one person in my chat today, and it was so great to see you again. It was lovely meeting you last year. It was so great to see you again. And thank you for engaging here. And thank you for the wonderful words, for the pictures that we get, and that we try to, do justice. I'm sure if we were able to be out, light years away and face to face with some of these places, we would look at our pictures as a little bit on the pitiful side. But you never know. It's neat to aim for. It's neat to shoot for. And I'm very much falling back in love and enjoying the journey with it again, and really taking it on in a different way. So I wanted to get on here. I don't even know. 24 minutes isn't bad. Sometimes I feel like when I did YouTube before, it went on and on and on, and I just don't want to be I don't want to be just dragging it on. But I wanted to share the pictures. I wanted to show you what we've gotten. I hope you enjoyed, this live. I hope you had some fun too. But yeah, I really did. I contemplated for a while if I should even get on here and do this. It's been a long time. And part of that is just the older I get, the less I want to put myself out there. I don't want to put myself out on social media. I don't want to be known, which was really stupid because when I started this YouTube channel, I wanted people, I wanted to share space. I wanted people to be, engage people with the bigger picture. But Hi, Dippler. Thank you so much. Me too. It's good to enjoy it again. I did. I wanted to show it off. Like, look at this. Isn't it an amazing universe we live in? But as amazing as our universe is to live in, it's a very dangerous world to live in. And I don't want to be center stage. I don't want to be in the limelight. And I want to be careful about what I share. And so today just felt good. I had 7 new pictures to share with you. The moon one, that was one other one I was going to show you. If you will give me, I've gotten really fast at this. If you give me just like 2 minutes, I can get it up there. But we had never shot the moon with my telescope. Now this is heavily cropped. I'm going to tell you right now, this one's heavily cropped, but I'd never shot the moon with my telescope before. And, it was really beautiful one night right before the time change. And let me get this set. Blah, 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 blah. Export. Okay, I can bring this one in now. It was right before the time change, and it was just so beautiful. You know how it's just hanging there because it's getting lighter later, right? So you can just see the details differently. So this picture of the moon turned out really, really cool. And I made it my laptop wallpaper because I loved it so much. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, there's a phase before this phase when it's closer to about 60% or 65% that I personally like shooting better because there's a mountain range that you can see just beautifully if you shoot it on the right, like at the right time during the phase. It's just this mountain range right near the Sea of, well, it's like the Sea of Serenity. It's like right next to the Sea of Serenity, if you know anything about where things are on the moon. I just looked it up the other day, but it was so beautiful. It was so, so beautiful. So I got myself, thank you. I got myself a beautiful new picture of the moon that I'm very, very happy with. So it was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm falling back in love with it. So I'm very much enjoying it. But thank you guys so much for being here. Dibbler, it's so great to see you again. And thank you guys for your words and your encouragement and your support with what we do. But yeah, the universe is awesome, but Earth is kind of icky. And so I'm just not putting myself out there like I was before. So, but I'm here and I wanted to say hi and I wanted to show you what we're doing and peace out to you. John D 2175. It's so great to see you. That is just too funny. I will tell my mom hi for you. She'll love that. She will love that. All right, you guys. Thank you so, so much for being patient and being awesome and being kind in the chat. And if you don't see me for a while, it's because we're getting more pictures and I'm just going to just dump them when I have a good handful to share. And hopefully, I wouldn't mind doing another calendar for maybe 2026. I don't know if I'll get to it this year, maybe 2027. So maybe this will inspire me to get on some things that I really want to do. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to take off. Have a beautiful and wonderful rest of your Thursday. Have a great weekend. And I'll just see you when I see you. Keep looking up. Bye.